Okay, hello everyone. This is the official tutorial of the Pedigree Maker software for Windows. So we're going to start off by taking a look into the rabbit screen. You first see this is all of the rabbits that you currently have in the program that are in your barn right now. So let's take a look at Sock Monkey. She's an American Fuzzy Lap. Her pedigree name is Maple Springs Sock Monkey, but in the barn we just call her Sock Monkey. Her color is a black tort. Yeah, we'll get to that later. She has 5 legs. I should enter her weight in here. Like, so you put her weight in as 3.00 pounds. Let's see what else here. You can create her pedigree to look at her pedigree, you click Create Pedigree, and it will come up, and you can see there's her name. It runs a little off, but so there's her name and her pedigree. Yeah, so that's the pedigree. Let's see here. If you're adding a new rabbit, the first thing you want to do is click Add New Rabbit. We're gonna do an English slop, even though I don't have it. Well, yeah, no, yeah, scratch that. We're going to make a lion head. Now, I don't raise lion heads, so whenever I come down here, I don't have it entered on my list. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to enter lion head. Okay, so now it's in there, and so now I can use it. Let's say it's Maple Springs. Lucy. So it's Maple Springs Lucy. So there she is, and her barn name is just Lucy. Let's make her color, she is a yellow. And I know that yellow rabbits do not exist, but this is just to show you. See, I did not have her entered on my list, so I'm going to come over here. I don't need this to be full screen. I'm going to come down here to the rabbit, the colors, and I'm going to enter yellow. And so now I've got yellow rabbits. Let's see her weight. I don't know what lionhead's weights are. Let's see, 3.5 pounds. And her date of birth, let's say she was born September 11th, 9/11/2013. She has 5 legs, and her ear tag is Lucy. Okay, so you cannot enter her dam and sire because you did not. In order to have a dam and sire entered here, you have to have put their information in here like this. So that's whenever you enter a pedigree, you have to start with the very back generation and then work your way forward. So you put the rabbits that you don't have a dam and sire for, and then you put their children, and then you can enter that dam and sire. Now I'm just gonna make her parents Jersey Woolies. So her mother's gonna be Eliana, and that's her barn name because it uses barn names in the program. But once you go to the pedigree, it uses their pedigree names. Let's say her dad's Rue. So she's out of Eliana and Rue, even though she's a lionhead. She's current, and she's not a buck, so we're going to leave that empty, which implies that she's a doe. And we're going to create her pedigree just to see it. You don't have. This is just to be able to view her pedigree and print it if you want to. So now you see it's a lionhead pedigree. Maple Springs Lucy. You can add, I think lionhead people, I don't know if this is sure or not, but if it's a double code or a double maned or single maned or whatever you need to add, if it's an English lop, ear length, you can put that here in the notes. If you see here, you can put them in notes. You put that stuff there, like she's, I don't know, single maned. So now we come over here, and now you can see that she's single maned. Yeah, so you can see here, you had to enter in this pedigree. If you were entering it from scratch, you would have to start with this rabbit. And I like to do all of these rabbits first. Oops. I do all of those rabbits first, and then I go back and you would put Dasharoo in and say his sire is Kyle's 1AK, and his No, yeah. And his dam is Cook's T66. And then you just do that all the way up to the front. So we're done there. Okay, I'm gonna delete her. I'm deleting this because she's not an actual rabbit, so I'm getting rid of her. Ignore this button here. It's not anything yet. Okay, let's go to, let's see here, Speedy. Okay, Maple Springs speeding ticket. See how she has a litter ID here? That means that she was born in my barn, and I have her litter recorded in this program. So I'm gonna go viewing her litter. And now this is all of the rabbits that were in her litter. She has, her sister is Mindy, there's Speedy, her brother is Percy, and her other brother, oh wait, why is Percy not above? Okay. And her other brother, Coconut Cream, and for some reason that one's empty. But see, there aren't any more rabbits in that litter. Let's go look at Bunny Lookup. Bunny Lookup is a not so user-friendly way, but this is just a list of every single rabbit that is entered in your program, all throughout any pedigrees anywhere, and you can just come in here and you can view them if you want to. Create pedigree for any. You can create a pedigree for literally anything. But see, he was near the back of a pedigree, so I only know that of him. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I don't want that. Litters. So these are the litters that you have that have already kindled, and you can set the date for what litters you want to see, the litters that were kindled after a certain date. So since 11/14/2012, these are the litters that I have entered in here that have kindled. She doesn't have a sire because the sire was deleted from the program for some reason. But let's look at Speedy and Chance. So you can see you entered the bred date and the due date, and this is the day she actually kindled. You do not want to create offsprings because you already did that, the offspring records. But if you want to view the litter, see, none of these were named because we lost the litter to coccidiosis. So you can see the death dates down here. And the condition was coccidiosis. So we lost that litter. But I still recorded it because, it's nice to record things like that. Well, yeah. I have no does bred in right now, but if you enter, well, we need to enter one anyway. These are all of the does entered in the program, but if you want just the does you currently have, you can click current. But you can also, no matter if this is clicked or not, just start typing in the name, the barn name of the rabbit. And so it's Karina, and the sire is Chance. And see, I both have them, and I have them both, and they are both have barn names, so I could type in the barn name. I bred them, let's say I bred them yesterday. And that means whenever you click down here, it'll automatically put in a due date. And whenever she kindles, you can put the kindle date in there. You can't create offspring records until she's kindled. But once you do that, let's just say, for sake of argument, there we go. So that's their birth date. So you create offspring records. Let's say she had three babies. So you come here and you enter the breed, Hallmop. Oops. So they're Hallmops, Maple Springs. Let's do, I already have one like that. Goofy. Just for fun. So his barn name will be Goof. Let's say he's blue. There we go. And it's already filled in his date of birth. You can add his ear tag. And so he's pretty much all done. So you can say he's current, he's a buck, so you click that. And boom, you have created your litter's pedigrees. As easy as that. So I'm going to delete this litter because it is not actually here. I'm going to go just delete the litter. So now there are no unkindled litters again. But whenever you have more than one, you can go here and check, find which litter you want to edit and stuff. Customers, I shouldn't show you that. But, well, yeah, I guess I can. Okay, so customers. Let's just do this. So these are a list of all the customers that you've entered that have bought rabbits from you. So I'm just gonna go with Helen Carp. And you go to purchases, and you can see, so Helen bought Fluttershy and Pumpkin, and I don't think she bought any others, no. But you can see what rabbits they bought and the sold date and how much she sold them for. Yeah, so that's a kind of helpful tip. I just put their states in here because I don't use the phone number. You can put anything over in this column here. Their email addresses if you want to ever get a hold of them again. You can delete the customers too if you need. Breeds, you can literally enter any breed. Like I have a mutt here, just for a mixed breed rabbit that I don't know why. But you can enter literally any rabbit, any breed of anything. If you wanted to use it for dogs or something like that, I don't know if the data's adaptable over, but you know, it's possible if you wanted to. Colors again, just like anything else, you can enter literally anything. You can have a purple with polka dots, and it's completely fine with that. So, you can enter literally anything. I'm just gonna delete that. You can delete anything too. Conditions. This is where you put, like, if, like I had, as we saw earlier, we lost a litter to coccidiosis. So I put in here that we have coccidiosis as one of the conditions. I also entered DOAs in the litter, just to be able to know how many rabbits they had total, and then I just marked them dead the same day that they were born, and just put in the side that they were a DOA. Same thing with Peanuts. Head total, I should probably just say Rhineck. So if they died from Rhineck, then you can put that in there, but you can add any condition whatsoever, anything you want. Upcoming dates, as we can see, I have Karina bred here. So right now she's the only rabbit that I have bred, so those are the only dates we see for her. But on the 19th is 15 days into the pregnancy that I can palpate her. On the 1st, I'm supposed to give her a nest box. Oops. I'm supposed to give her a nest box. On the 5th, she's due. And on the 30th, I can wean them. So, and down here, as we just saw, you can change these dates if you want to give them their nest box at 3 days, 2 days, 10 days. You can change this number. You can change any of these numbers. Unfortunately, you had to keep the weaning at days as well. But, you know, you can just figure that out. It's pretty simple math. Birthdays, Aunt Rabbit's birthdays, you can search by the rabbit, you can search by the birthday. The seniors, that's the dates that they become seniors on, and their age. This is just because I like to celebrate bunny birthdays. I know, call me crazy, but, yeah, so you can see any of their birthdays here. You can print that as a report. Yeah, so hang on. Okay, breeding outcomes. This is helpful if you know how to genotype rabbits to figure out what the genetics are of your rabbits to figure out what they carry. Let's just say I have Karina and Chance, because that's one I've bred a few times. There we go. And so we update that, and we can see that, oh yeah, that's since I entered that rabbit there. Anyway, you can see that these are the rabbits that they had. This was just a test, so they didn't actually have that. I had to go back and delete that. But so they've had oranges, black torts, tort blacks, same thing. But yeah, and so if you know these information, you can then figure out if the parents carry any genetics. And last but not least, for the for sale list, if you mark a rabbit as for sale by putting a price in their little portfolio that we saw at the beginning, it'll come up in here and it'll give you a whole, like, their name. Oh, stop. It'll give them their name, their gender, the color, their breed, date of birth, and the amount of money that you have them listed at. So that's pretty helpful if you want to you can print that out here. You can print it out and take it to a show or whatnot, whatever you would like to do with that information. Yeah, you can see here, price. If I wanted to list Tarzan here for sale, I would just put his price here, and then I would automatically put him over here in the for sale list. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in purchasing Pedigree Maker, just contact me. No, my website is not there. You can contact me through my website at maplespringsrabbitry.com or just get a hold of me through Facebook, which is where you'll be seeing this as well. Yeah. Anyway, you can just get a hold of me that way. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.